Кобыла ушастая. Кого надо? Посидеть со мной хочешь? Поиграть, а? Куда наушники мои? Нет, 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 не пойдешь ты сюда, нет. Кошара. Лошара. Так. Так, спать. Ну все, спим тогда. Ого, это кто? Ты кто такая? Заткнулась и пошла в баню, понятно, нет?
Today the patrols will be double. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
Куда?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
Так, это я все видел. Никого нету из зрителей.
I'm sorry, my lady, but I can't talk about it.
I'm sorry about what befell you.
Thank you, my lady.
I hope at least Radzig and those who managed to take cover are still all right.
So do I.
The worst thing is not being able to do anything to help them. No one can do anything against such an army. The king is in captivity, and the nobility at each other's throats. What is to become of us?
God alone knows.
True, lad. God alone knows. I should go. It's late. You must be tired. Good night.
Good night, Mum.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Иди на стену по лестнице у ворот. Хорошо. Ля, он только дрищ, пока на него ничего латного не наденешь. Ля вообще красавчик. Красавчик, красавчик. Что-то меч-то достал. Факел где? А, вот. Блин, я про него и забыл. Так. Все, пошлите в Майнкрафт катать.
Then right here behind solid walls.
Давай, беги, дядя. Ой-ой-ой.
Heed my commands, and all will end well.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig. What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Ratai now.
Приуныл парень. Так, параметры. Освещение на низко сделаем. Что-то слишком много. Уж. Вот это освещение жрет. А загрузки-то какие? Когда нормальный патч выйдет, а? Патч выйдет где-то, сказали, через неделю или две. По идее, они... Ну, так как патч только вышел. Патч к патчу, короче, вышел. 1.2.5 стоит, так сказать. Ну, надо оптимизации работать и работать. У меня Ведьмак, блин, лучше идет, чем Средневековье. Да, загрузка будет не такой быстрой. В смысле левый? Ты чё это? Совсем что ли? А, Бабан? Бабанчик, ты чё? О, господи, да когда же? Все, неужели? Какой-то правый. Так, система отслеживания взгляда. Данная игра поддерживает систему отслеживания взгляда, подробности о внутриигровых функциях и их разблокировки с помощью системы вы найдете на веб-сайте tobygaming.com. Чё за данная какая-то система отслеживания? Чего?
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrol. Sort out the watches between you as
Не, ну
always.
сейчас получше стало.
And if I catch anyone
О,
boozing,
бля.
playing dice or slacking off,
Знакомая
I'll
морда.
personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything near.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen.
Оказывается, освещение влияет вот на
Is that a
это
request or an order?
освещение, вот которое тут огнем все это освечивается.
Of course I'll
Вот,
help.
а меня это фризило дико, ужас вообще.
Splendid.
Ну, понизил и понизил, это слава богу. Но игра сколько там нагружает? Ну, 3 гига или... Ну, 2,5, 3 гига, это точно. Так, держи караул в крепостной стенке. Фига у него броня, а? О, какая. Ого. У меня аж от такой брони аж просадки были. Здорово, стражник.
Good day to you.
Не, спасибо, нету. Ко мне должен подбежать стражник. Ого, ого. А, текстуры грузятся. Грузятся текстуры. О, ты ко мне бежишь, да? Здорово. Текстуры грузятся, лава хомутится.
I will.
Не, это я все знаю, я это уже все знаю. Так, до утра. Текстуры грузятся, лава хомутится. Так, потом, короче, будем вместе со всеми вами, кто тут сидит, эти сокровища искать. Вот. Понятно, да? А чё, выпустили Burno Paradise ремастер в 4К? Ну да, на консолях. Так, сейчас утро. Утро. Дождись до утра. Ну и у нас и так утро.
Everyone to the Bailey battle.
Так. Бежим. Бля, да ну нафиг. Вот это сейчас подлагало жестко. Да, оптимизация ужас. А вот касцены такие четкие, прям вот четкие.
See how the self
Ку-ку, ёпта.
wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Привет, Рокош. Рыжик-то какой, а? И ура, бухаем! Наливай! Дайте посать нормально, а то у меня аж яйца потекли. Это лысый из Бразерс. Поняли, да? Он похож, если ему усы сбрить. Это вылитый, лысый. Здорово, дядя.
Good health to you.
Так.
So,
Можно
Robot,
мне
I
в
need to
скалец
get to
попасть?
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund.
Ого.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to...
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who does.
Ладно. Какая у нас задача? Так, заполучи лошадь, выберись из замка, похорони. Так, нам нужна лошадь. Так, лошади тут нету. А нам надо как-то выйти. Ага, если там ворота закрыты, то в принципе можно вот отсюда вот выйти. А можно вроде бы, хотя не. Надо, чтобы все отошли, что ли. Я могу эту лошадь? А, вот моя лошадь. Все, пацаны, я пошел, покеда. Здорово. Все. Давай. Поскакали. Вот и все дело-то. Чё. Гони с азотом. В смысле попался? Хрена он меня догнал. Толкни меня. Чё, я его толкнул? Бля, ему плохо уже. Нормально, толкни меня. Я его толкнул, даже лошадью. Ляпота какая, а? Ляпота.
to wait for me here, friend. Better to keep going on my own. Looks like they've already gone.
Меч, кладенец. Сталкер. Чернобыль. Ого, фу. Фу, ёб твою ж дивизию. Аж блевать захотелось. Надо залутать. Ну, наблюемся, но зато залутаемся. Кто мне там написал?
Jesus.
О. Так, яблоки брать не будем. Так, о, гроши, нормально. О, одуванчик, у него одуванчик есть, нормально, да? Так, хрен. Хрен возьмем. Кое-что сделаем. Так, факел. Ладно, крендель. Ну, нормально так. Так. Ну, сушеные фрукты самое то. Факел. Повязка самое то. О, так. Хлеб. Хлеб вряд ли он пропадет. О, гроши. То, что надо. Так, крепо. Ого, сожгли походу. Так. Ёлы-палы. Так, редиска. Кому нужна пиписька? Так, мы лутали. Крендель. Так. Морковь, так. Тут у нас что, тоже морковь. Гроши надо. Так. Сушеные фрукты, вот эти все вот полезное, остальное хрень. Ну, хоть что-то есть покушать. Все, покеда, пацаны. Так, что у тебя тут есть? Так, а мы сытые, нет? О, мы еще сытые. Так, опа, сохранимся. Эй, мудак, иди сюда. Сейчас глаз на жопу натяну. Как тебе это будет? Я здесь отдыхаю. На, понял. Ого, вот это он упал. Ля, какой красавчик. А? Какой сексуальный маньяк. Их. Так, надо. Так, обобрать. Что у тебя там есть? А, хрень. Так, тоже хрень. Тоже. А у тебя что, голубчик, есть? Нету голубчика. Побежали дальше. Так, ну-ка, параметры игры. Так, ого. Сколько нам бежать, а? Повязка, все это. Так, сколько у меня вес-то? Хватит. Пропало. Ну, хоть какие-то бабки будут. Хрен. Так, куда нам? Хлеб. Опа, и еще тело. Крендель. Грибочки. Вот тебе заточки. Ого. Вот это да. Кого-то повешали, боже. Это жестко. Да, это жестко.
Why did anyone do this? What did these poor souls ever do to them?
Это зачем это нужно? Да, хрен его знает зачем. Так, лук, ты мне не друг. Хлеб. Опять лук. Где деньги? Опа, сохранимся. Здорово, чувак. Ты один тут? Здорово. На тебе, на. Понял. С кем будешь связываться? Жестко. Ты чё такой бомж, а? Топорик. Возьмем. Стелс. Грибочки. Крендель. Так, как я понимаю, тут прохода нету. И нам придется сейчас бежать туда. К основному входу. А там 100 пудов кто-то сейчас будет, да. Опять сохранимся. У нас сохранение, да, херич. Ну шо?
answer to my prayer.
Здорово.
Just when I want.
Нате, на. Ну как? Повязка. Отвар календулы. Так, а вот того. О, грошики. Здорово, Лемон. Хлеб. Хлеб мне не нужен. Извините уж.
He didn't run like me. He died with a sword in his hand.
О, гроши. А Бьянка где? Она ж вроде бы не подыхала. Ну, яблоко надо кому?
Used to buy a side.
Деньги надо, деньги.
You were a hero. Like me.
Почему такие бомжи, ей-богу? Помню, короче, что, у его девушки есть кольцо, и можно продать за неплохие бабки. Только где эта баба? Не она ли лежит? А, во, кольцо Бьянки, во.
Take care of my parents, and then I'll come back for you. I won't leave you like this.
Ого. Ты что-то как-то тихо.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum.
Так, мы тут были, нет? Да, если тут все чисто и пусто. Так, сохранимся. О, грибочки, то, что надо.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't
Я
run.
спустил шептуна.
I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find the shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Так. Я знаю, где лопата. Нет, не здесь.
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Mishak, what in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? Mutt. Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing here? What are you doing here?
Came to bury my parents.
So bury them and leave me be.
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the Cumans wanted to... They meant to violate her, and God knows what else.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now, I've got to take care of myself.
If you lend me that spade, I'll have to dig a grave. I can't find another.
What's it worth to you? I see you have a fine sword.
My father forged it for...
Go right ahead and get...
Father said he... How did you manage to get away?
How do you...
I see a cunt remains a cunt.
Is that...
Ого.
Easy there.
God.
На тебе, говно.
That's right.
Отдай мне лопату, говно. Ха. Отдал говно, да? Ха, вот так и знаю. С кем ты связываешься. Так, что у нас там прокачано? Ничего не прокачано. Хрена тут все. А, погоди, а там же есть баг-то. Что-то все пустые. Не, хреновое качество. А ну-ка, батя. Денежки гони. О, все. Конечно, нехорошо обворовывать своих родителей, но мне нужны деньги. Сколько я уже там насобирал? 9 грошей. О, бизнес. Бизнес. Бизнес.
This is a good place.
Так, где тут копать-то? Это... А, о.
So, let's get to it. Damn it all. How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want? Is Bishek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers?
Фига у него
We're
дубина.
here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it anymore. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye. Cut the bastard down. As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth. Ah! Come.
Ты чё такое, а? Сильный, что ли? А? Ого, хрена себе! Дубина-то как у меня, а?
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? And now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers!
Ого, какая женщина. Мне бы такую.
Games are over.
Какая же красота! О, ляпота какая, а! Пробуждение, ага. Батя, ты где? На тебе.
Do you need some help?
There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me?
Генри, а не Индер. Ты чё?
You'd never wake.
Какую совсем?
Were you having a nightmare?
Может, ты меня еще и гречкой назовешь?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
В бреду. Нормально.
You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse, but at least the fever's broken.
Всем лезь.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
Хрен знает, что за хрень.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brother.
They're all dead.
All after.
Don't say that.
No, there isn't.
Searching?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, what...
So Divish promised Sir Radzik he'd look after me. But as for why they should care... Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak.
Еще немного позже. Это сколько? Все, отбухался.
Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Да достаточно. Пукну сейчас, и все пройдет.
Where can I find Sir Radzik?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzik, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to.
If you insist. You've been in your sickbed for over a...
I've been lying here 2 weeks.
2 недели, хера ты, бухарик.
I owe you both my life.
All right. But before you go to town...
Ну, это понятно. Так. Вот еда, да? Сладкая лепешка. Наверное, очень сладкая. Прям ням-ням-ням. Так, Опа! Опа! Комбинезон. Ой, фу ты, комбинезон. Гамбизон. Комбинезон, бля, прочитал, конечно. О, жареная утка. Так, опа! Карта сокровищ. Вот это надо нам, да. Так, ключи от куниша. Зачем? Открыться бьянки. Так, крендель, отвар. Так, старый сапоги. Так. Сыр не пропал, еще топор. Факел, хрен. Хотя ладно, этого пойдет. Так. Нам бы одеться. Так. Ого. Да ладно. Фига себе. Прикольно. Ну это рубашка, вообще хрень, ее за гроши можно продать. Вот так вот. Хотя не, чуть не смотрится. Так, старые сапоги. Так, сохранить.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. We've already met my and taken a few.
Да я знаю,
you were
что
lying. That quack.
ухаживал.
You won't pay. If you prove.
Давай, давай, что ты болтаешь?
Well, what would you need?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring.
That sounds straightforward enough.
Oh, don't worry.
No honourable.
Did you expect?
Так, палач.
Prepared for just about.
Listen.
Так, это...
Still a human.
Ну, палач это мы знаем.
I think I've.
В принципе, можно попробовать.
Thanks.
Oh, and
Так, лопата. Ага. Что, лошадки нету? А может, ее украсть можно где-нибудь? А то без лошадки долговато как-то. Так. Новое занятие, ага. Ну, сейчас посмотрим, у кого заняться. А, можно. Так, я так понимаю, это банька, да? Да, купальни, да. Кудах-тах-тах. Это хейтеры мои. Ну да. Спайдермен, Спайдермен. Да, с факелом пойдем. Так, сколько у нас еще со времени? Ого, фига себе. Вторая половина дня, хрена себе. Сказал себе. Вам помочь? Нет, дамочка. Не, идите вот тогда нафиг. О, это кто? Макал. Ну и шо?
Halt! Who are you and where are you going? I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabila of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad. And I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship and what...
I may not...
All right then, go ahead. It'll be your skin if...
Ну да, спустит шкуру. Ля, разлягся тут. Здорово. Чё тут вякнул? Баран, а не беран. Так, у кого тут задание можно взять? Так, где он здесь? А, тут около палаты ходит. Не он ли часом? Не он ли?
Good health to you.
Are you the
What's it to you?
I'm a Skalitz refugee, and I'd like to try my luck.
Hang on, I know who you are. And I'll only fight you for...
Are there any rules?
Aye, a couple. Whoever lands on his arse or runs, loses. And no knives, axes, or any of that shit. You'll forfeit your wager for that, got it?
Why for...
Do I really have to tell you? Look at yourself, and then look at the others.
All right.
Hold your horses, laddie. First, you have to prove you're a worthy opponent.
Понял. Ну ладно, сейчас продадим гроши. Купим что надо. Ого, просадки жесткие.
My respects to you.
Так, продать. Так. Ой. Не то. Ты чё? Брать. Так, зеленая рубашка. Капюшон можно. Лопата, крендель. Так. Лепешка. Ну, факел, в принципе, можно. Ну, а вот карта сокровищ, что-то такое, что-то не особо так стоит. Так, купить что-нибудь надо. Так, мясо зайца. И надолго этой еды тебе не хватит, ага. Угу. Так, а сколько у меня? Повязок 8, ага. Противоядие. Да все, думаю. Вот так вот и сделаем. Так, сохранимся. Так. Степан, ты где? Это ты, Степа? Или Степан? Степан. А, да, Степан, я думал Степан. Степан, пошли херачиться кулаками. Я тебе одной левой уж, что я понял.
What are you doing here?
Oh, it's a long story.
You wouldn't believe it. A frightful storm broke that night. They never dreamed Saratsi would use the storm as cover for our... The entire village slipped away as quiet as mice. In the morning, when those bandits attacked...
So do I.
Так, с кем надо сначала подраться-то? А, Макал, потом Кудряшку. Кудряшка Сью. Макал где? Макал ты? Макал.
Let's fight. I told you. Don't come back to me till you've beaten.
Степан. Степан, иди сюда. Я хочу тебя накостылять. Степан. Степан. Степан.
You're Steven.
Oh, yeah?
Так, я ему гроши отдал. На, ебой. Понял, говно кусок. Опа, своровали. Ха-ха, мудила. Да, я победил, ебой. Так, а где мы находимся? В какой жопе мы находимся? Так, что у нас там по жрачке-то? Ну я его, короче, обворовал. Без грошей остался. Зато я с деньгами, нормально. Ой. Не, я походу нет, не туда пошел я. Ну чё, нормально, да? И побежал обратно. Кого ты там увидел?
What is it?
А, это горожанин. Горожанин, горожанин, горожанин. Так, а так можно, в принципе, подняться без проблем. Так, где они находятся? Так, ага, они около рынка, ага, понял. То есть у него не было... то есть он за деньги согласился драться со мной, а? Вот говнюк. Сколько у меня там денег-то? О, 42 гроша. О. Надо сейчас бабки подзаработать. А вот серебро где брать? Мне это интересно. Серебро. Драться со мной за серебро. Щери. Эшкере! Ха! Кудряшка. Хера там текстуры прогрузились, а? М? У него стопудняк бабки есть. Давай, жди быстрее.
God be with you.
Aren't you Ringler? Milan says I have to beat you before he'll take me.
And you're that blacksmith's lad, right? What do you want?
Maybe not. But why shouldn't...
Yeah, and you can pass it on to us.
Ну, отдал ему гроши. Сейчас его прихода. Падай. Чё, он пустой, что ли? Алло. Алло, дядя. Все, спасибо за денежки. Сколько у меня уже? А? О, 65, бизнесмен. Я же вор, можно так сказать. Так, что у нас? Навыки. Пьянство, верховая езда, защита, бой без оружия, бой булавой. А, так тут еще и булава есть. Бой топором, стрельба из лука. А, вот оно когда. Ну ладно. Ух ты ж, бляха-муха. Прыгай ты, кенгуру. Так, последний остался. Сейчас последним будем драться. Фига сильный-то какой, а? Но с ним сейчас потяжелее будет. Надо прям перед ним сохраниться потом. Так, а что у нас там? Ой, сытость, надо похавать.
What the hell?
Что такое? Что тут стоишь около меня? Так, деньги не забрали. Так, где он там находится? Макал, я тебя макал. Бля, текстуры. Ужас. Беран. Бляха-муха, я ж даже не сохранился. Погоди, надо сохраниться. Все, давай. Так.
That's fine. You gave those two a pretty good hiding, and I made a groschen or two in bets. You.
Ну шо, дядя? На тебе, ого! Ему влип. Ого! Хера ты. Ты издеваешься? Ого! Фига ты! Ты издеваешься? Ты чё такое? Не. Давай заново. Слишком жестко он мне. Я хочу его выбить просто жестко. Ну что там, дождь уже начался, что? Ну блин, с ним тяжко. Но он опытный знаток. Ты чё? Фига он ворачивается. Ого. Ого. Это он меня засандалил. Тихо. Ну все, сейчас жопа будет, да? Давай сдохнем еще. Ты что такой мудень, а? Ты проиграл. Нормально, да? Да. Неплохо так меня всадили, да? Понятно. Что-то он жесткий какой-то. Блочит мои удары, уворачивается. А там, чтобы излечиться, там деньги нужны. Вот такая вот хрень. Че, попробуем тогда еще раз последний. Может получится его уломать его, а? Блин, надо в доспехах таких тяжелых ему замотать. Ого. Тихо, 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 тихо! Тихо! Э. Бой. Так. Фух. Я у него ключи забрал. Больше драк ты победил. Неужели? Пока весь в крови. Так. Спасительный шнапс. А чё, нет у нее? Может, повязку? Получится. Так. Повязки-то есть, где у меня? Хера меня как отмутозили-то, а? Ну сейчас понемногу проходит. Так. Если я у него взял ключи, значит он где-то живет. Ключи от сундука и ключи. Так, ключи от дверей. Только мне интересно, где он находится именно. Если он живет там, то значит... Значит, он там и живет, скорее всего. Если он так одет неплохо, то, скорее всего, да. Либо здесь за... Ратая или Ратау. Как правильно? Так, Ратая, да. Ага. Ну, хоть победили этого мудака. Хоть деньги какие-то пока что есть. Так, что у нас? Ключи куниша. Так. Отдохнем, пожалуй, тогда. Ну, неужели выспались? Опа, Тереза спит.
Have you eaten yet?
Not yet.
Well, try to eat something. Big lad.
What? No.
В смысле проваливай? Чё она? Так, народ, кто есть тут в чате живой? Отзовитесь. Или нету никого? Или все слегли уже спать в это время? Кто тут ходит? А, это спит кобыла. Тот уже проснулся. Так, жрать мне приготовили? Нет, не приготовили. Приготовить. А чё же можно приготовить? А ни хрена ничего. Кто тут скрипит? Так, попробуй скрыть сундук.
Hold the lockpick in your right hand and use it to feel out the tumbler. In your left hand. Got it? Good. Now turn the whole lock with the blade. But don't stop holding the tumbler with the pick. Otherwise, you'll be fucked. You forced it and broke the lockpick. That crack could be hurting Kuttenberg. You have to watch out for that. You're a damn hand now.
Всё.
Make something out of you yet. This trunk's only for practice.
Can you?
Хотя ладно, не будем его. Лопату мы взяли. О, там еще один котел. Что-то везде жрачка. Почему у нас так вражки нету, а? Заходил, пожрал. А чтобы пожрать, нужны деньги. А что если лошадь украсть? Если тут она есть. Так, тут кто у нас? Бычок. А лошадки-то есть. Да, скорее всего, нету. Блин, без лошадки плоховато, конечно. Тут вот в воду-то прыгнул. Ну тут ничего такого полезного нет. Надо что-нибудь острое такое еще купить из оружия. Так, это кто у нас? Что одни мужики ходят? Ни одной дамы тут нету. А, нет, есть. Мадам. Вот и какая-то стрёмная. Ей-богу. Терезы то посимпатнее будет. Ага. И они ходят в такую даль, поднимаются. И они ходят пешком. Пару часов это тратит. Есть какое-нибудь еще задание, нет? Надо бы коня, а то так пешочком дохера идти. Да, херищи до хера. Горожанин? Хера себе. Горожанин.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul. It is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
I must speak with Sir Radzik. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Ratai. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He,
I don't see any...
No. Bandits.
Of course you are, Hal.
Thanks.
Давай, пропускай меня. Почему нельзя стыбзить эту лошадь? Ого, ого, что-то тяжелости, подгрузки. Так, это не то. Лол.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Pirkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honored. Pirkstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzik, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order?
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taunberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Ratai. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, Father. He's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't it disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
Пробуждение. О, ачивка. Так, мне кажется, что-то я как-то рановато вступил. Мне кажется, лучше пока... Ладно, пожалуй, на этом закончим. Так что давайте. До встречи.